What's going on, the people of social media? Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Just wanted to jump on here and share a little something with you all. The the process of making a compa beat, for me at least, the process that I use. I love compa. Compa is the Haitian style of music. I love it. It runs through my vein. I don't know what I would do without it. I can't do anything else but compa. I mean, I can do other things, but when it comes to compa, that's everything for me. It's the best thing out there since sliced bread. As a matter of fact, it's better than sliced bread. Uh, but anyway, the process that I use to make a compa beat. First of all, the software that I use is FL Studio. I always use FL Studio. I've been using FL Studio for about 20 years now, since I believe 1999, 2000. Taking over to 1999 and 2000. I've been using it since then. I always use it, whether I'm using a Mac or Windows. I always go to FL Studio. That's what I've been using. Now, when it comes to compa music, um, I always start with a beat. Other people may start with, a melody or a line or something in the song that they're making. I always start with a beat. I find that the compa beat is always inspiring to me. It always gets the juices flowing, and ideas flowing. Because as long as I have a beat, I could go anywhere from there. So I always start with a beat. And FL Studio uses this pattern style, that I appreciate a lot. That way you get to hear what it sounds like. You can manipulate it however you want, and you could also play. If you have a MIDI recorder or a MIDI controller like a Roly Seaboard or even an M Audio, key station 49ES. That's what I use. You could play into it as well, which is what I do. I use a combination of the patterns and the MIDI controller to play and make an actual compa song. This here is a very simple beat that I've made up a little while ago, and I just wanted to share the details that go into this little beat right there. It's very short. It's nothing long. It's very simple. Nothing extravagant or anything like that. Usually when I start, I make about two or three patterns. The first three patterns are it's the beat. It's the first one will be just a simple beat. The second one will be a variation of it, and the third one usually is like a crash beat. Like even if I don't have a break in the pattern, I'll have a crash beat that changes the tone of the song a little bit, or at least it changes directions. If I have different directions going into the song. So this first pattern here is it's just got a kick. It's got a the close hi hat. I have two different hi hats that I use for this beat, and then 808 open hi hat as well. And got a crash, little conga. Can't have a Haitian beat without a little conga in it. Got a little clap going on there, and the rim of the snare also is what I use in the very first beat. Very simple. I use one, two, three, four, five, six different percussions, or at least to get it going. And it sounds a little something like this. And I will say this is about 85 beats per minute, so it's a very mellow beat. It's nothing fast, nothing exciting, but it's simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that the first pattern for y'all to hear real quick, and it starts something like this. Very simple, pretty cool. Yo, yep, 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 yep. See? And the second one, which is a variation of the first one, sounds something like this. And this one I only use one, two, three, four, five, or six instruments, but I changed it. Now I'm using two different hi hats, um, but it almost sounds as if it's one. Still the conga is still in there. The clap is still in there. The rim I don't use as much anymore. And then the third one is the crash pattern, which is see it's the crash one that changes the song a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So we'll go back to the first one. As a matter of fact, I could add something to it real quick, um, that you will actually hear the difference in it. Um, Hold on, advantage. Put that in here real quick. Bring the volume down a tad bit, and then it's this. Uh, yeah. Ooh. There we go. I could do the same for the other ones too. And then the fourth pattern is it's tech chords that I use. Very simple, but it's all going to come together very, very nicely. Um, it doesn't sound like much right now, but it's I promise. It's like making a cake. Like you can't eat the flour by itself. You can't eat the well, you can eat the egg by itself. But when you put them all together and cook it, it sounds beautiful. And this is the first guitar. This is a Strat that I use. That's also a stock of FL Studio. Everything I hear is from FL Studio. I've not invested in anything outside of FL Studio. So I just use what they have. I'll manipulate it however I want, to make it sound different or whatever, And I work with what I got basically. This is the hyperspace. It sounds like heaven. Very simple again. Very simple. And then this next one is the bass, and it's called Rubber Bandy. It's also a stock of FL Studio, and I love that beat, the way it sounds. So I just figured I'll put it in there, and it sounds something like this. Very cool. Very simple. I haven't even, put these through the EQ or anything like that. I've not done anything to it. And this is a second bass that I use also for the second part of the song as well. This is a second part of the song. I mean, this bass comes up in the second part of the song where everything changes a little bit, except for the beat, of course. And then this is the second guitar. This one is a little it's called STR3C long. It's a little string that I found on FL Studio a long time ago, and I added some effects to it, tweaked it a little bit, and it ended up sounding like a guitar. Here's one thing you will always find in almost every Haitian Kompa beat is a guitar with chorus. The effects that they use on it is chorus. You will always find one of those in a Haitian Kompa beat, unless it's like a zouk, then they don't really use it as much. But I don't know what it is with the chorus, but it sounds so good on a Haitian Kompa beat. It's just to die for. Like there's no Haitian Kompa beat without it, and I've used it on almost every one of my Haitian Kompa beat. So this is the next one right here. A little fact. There was a time where I didn't have any MIDI controllers or anything like that to play my songs. I would literally have to click everything in FL Studio the way I hear it in my head, and I would put it all together. So if I made an entire song, like let's say about 10 years ago, if I made a song and you heard it, then I probably had to click everything in one by one. Every note, everything, every nuances, I had to tweak it and so forth and make it sound like I wanted it to sound. And that was 10 years ago, but thank God for technology, and thank God for having your own money to buy your own stuff. So I have, some instruments that I can use. I have my guitar in the corner here as well. It's, yeah. So when everything comes together, it sounds something like this. Here we go. You can hear everything. I could take stuff out and you could hear it, how it all sounds together. and that's pretty much my process when it comes to that's pretty much my process when it comes to Haitian beat or Haitian Kompa beat. I usually always start simple, and then as I keep playing with it, sometimes I listen to it for days and see what comes up. And I'll just listen and listen and listen and listen. I mean, like I would listen to it on repeat. I let it play. I'll just sit there and sit. I'll sit on my bed or I'll sit on my chair and just sit there and listen to it and listen to it and see what comes up. Just let it sink in and see what comes up. Sometimes something will come up immediately. Sometimes it may take a few days. Where I'm driving down the road and I get this idea like, oh man, this would sound good on this beat. And I go home and then I'm like, oh yeah, it sounds really good. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole process when it comes to making a Haitian beat. It's For me, it's simple. I'm not sure, I can't speak for every one of us who make Haitian beat, but for me, it's very simple and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful process. The Haitian Kompa beat is, oh man, I have no words to explain how beautiful I feel that it is, to me at least. And it could be mellow, it could be hype, it could be cool, I mean, and anything goes into it really. Like I find that you could play a rock guitar to a Haitian beat sometimes. I mean, you could play a flute. I mean, anything you bring into the atmosphere of a Haitian compa beat, it'll blend in very well if you know how to play it. It'll sync. It'll mesh with the beat, with no problem. And that's what I love about the flexibility. It's a very versatile beat. That accepts any and everything that comes. You come as you are, and you just play, and as long as it sounds good, then we're good to go. We can rock and roll with it. So that's why I love making Haitian compa beat, and it's easy for me to make. I guess because I'm from Haiti, man. That's home for me. I always feel at home inside a Haitian compa beat. So that's all for today. Just wanted to share that with y'all real quick, and then I hope you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, then oh well, too bad. But anyway, yeah, I hope y'all have a great Saturday and a good day. And I'll come back next time for another one. All right.